Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jennifer, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. It has been a minute since I've seen you guys, but I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the good stuff. You guys know that I love just looking and feeling your best. So I am focusing on weight gain. You guys know that I was extremely skinny. I'll insert some photos. And if you don't know, I was around 110 pounds. I'm around 5'2". And for me, that was tough because I just felt like it did not fit my frame. I definitely feel like where I am now is a weight that I prefer, and I'm more like 150 now. So I gained around 30 to 40 pounds, and I will show you that after as well. So I have a lot of videos on fitness, what to do while you're gaining weight, how to gain weight, different foods you should eat, but I haven't showed you guys what to do after you've gained that weight. And a lot of people kind of struggle with this or don't know what to do in order to maintain that weight. And that's kind of why I'm here, so I can help you guys with that. I just want to start off by saying that I do not take Apitamin. If you don't know what Apitamin is, it is a vitamin syrup that is supposed to help to increase appetite. And I have used Apitamin and it did not work for me personally. I tried it twice. I could create a whole other video about Apitamin, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard and seen videos. Again, this is no Apitamin involved. Just wanted to let you guys know. So the first thing I just kind of want to say, which is extremely important, is that I actually don't track calories anymore. Before on my weight gain journey, I did. I didn't track it like on a fitness tracker, which you can. There's nothing against fitness trackers. I just was like, I'm going to hit this goal based off of the calorie calculator. There are calorie calculators that you can put your current height and weight and your goal weight, and it'll tell you how many calories you need to consume to gain a certain amount of pounds and things like that. It also looks at your activity level, things like that. I looked at that and I believe I was going for 3,000 calories a day. I would kind of guesstimate, like I would kind of look at it and be like, okay, I got this amount of calories done, this amount of calories done. So for example, let's say I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it was so and so amount of calories. And then I had a banana and it was another so and so amount of calories. In my head, I mentally was like, okay, this is how many calories I am for the day. I need this and this amount of calories. I wasn't necessarily using any apps or websites. I was just kind of eating a certain amount of calories, monitoring it, and then just saying, okay, I have this amount left. I don't do that anymore. I just stuff my face. I just eat now, to be honest. I find that it's actually easier now for me to eat more calories because my body has kind of adapted to eating more food. Just like a lot of you girlies, I struggled with appetite and fast metabolism. Like appetite was not there. Like I ate like crazy, but it was in short bursts. So it was kind of tough to actually gain weight. So as I continued to eat more and eat more, my body started getting used to that increased calorie intake. So as you eat more, your body starts to increase in the hormones that make you hungry and decrease in the hormones that make you full. So your body kind of just adapts to your new way of eating. I kind of think about it like a bodybuilder. They train themselves to eat that many calories. They train themselves to get to that point. And that's kind of what you're doing when you're gaining weight. You're training your body, you're training your stomach to be able to handle larger sums of food without that discomfort. You're pretty much training your stomach capacity to eat more and to not feel full. So that's why I didn't feel like I needed to track my calories. Before, I would eat one meal and I was full. And then I would kind of like tell myself, okay, I need to eat more. But now I really don't have to do that. If anything, my stomach is begging me to eat more. Not to the point where I'm starving all the time, but to the point where I'm not full all the time, if that makes sense. And the second point to kind of add on to that is don't do too many things that make you lose calories. That is so important. You don't want to be out here running like crazy or being in the hot sun, sweating profusely and just walking around. I know that it's great for exercise, but if you are genuine about gaining weight, or even bodybuilding, we all know that cardio sheds calories. And if you do want to do cardio, if you do want to go on that run, on that hike, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that the amount of food that you take in outweighs the calories that you've lost. I don't do physical activities that allow me to lose so many calories. And if I do decide to do that, I make sure to supplement that with a larger meal. And a larger meal doesn't have to be anything heavy. It literally can be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be losing too many calories. Oh, another important tip that I actually mentioned in my previous video is I think one of the easiest ways to maintain your weight is to eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because you went at least 8 hours without food and water, but also because when you squeeze that first meal in, you have the rest of the day to eat and eat and eat, and that allows for more room for you to squeeze in some calories. Even if it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it doesn't have to be anything crazy like spaghetti and meatballs. It could just be avocado toast, something like that has high calories, high protein. Anything like that is perfect. The earlier you eat, the more time you have to fit calories into your day, and that is something I think it's very, very important. Of course, I would say just to eat more high calorie foods. If you're eating low calorie foods, it takes a lot of time to gain weight, and it becomes exhausting after a while. If you guys don't know, I was vegan for 2 years, and that's when I was at my skinniest. And I still was set on gaining weight, but really couldn't because everything I was eating barely had any calories. I think that eating plants and whole foods and nutritious fruit and vegetables is amazing, but it didn't necessarily coordinate with my goals. So if you can eat high calorie foods, I'm eating more like pastas now and chicken. Also eat high protein foods as well. I eat a lot of bread, a lot of sandwiches. I love me some seafood, rice, you know. So at the end of the day, it just becomes easier if you just eat one meal that is high calorie and then eat another high calorie meal versus eating a lot of low calorie meals. So that is something that is so important, because how was I going to gain weight eating lettuce and strawberries all day? It just wasn't going to happen, and I thought it was. So obviously based off of the photos that you guys seen, it just wasn't, I wasn't getting that weight. But that is my advice for those who want to maintain that weight. If you want more tips on how to maintain weight and things like that, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I can definitely give you guys more tips. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so glad that you guys have tuned in. Please continue to like, support. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I hope you guys definitely got some value from that, and I'll see you on the next one.